We're going to be looking at job and career for February 2026. We'll go through all 12 Zodiac signs, whether you're unemployed, you're seeking a job, you're a 9-to-5er, you're a business owner, or you are retired. So we're going to get started with Aries first. The overall message I have for Aries is nothing is permanent but change. So first of all, if you are unemployed or you are employed but still seeking a job, I have for February, money matters. So money matters a lot right now. So watch your expenses and save up for the future, okay? You don't know when that next job is going to come if you are seeking something. So you need to be prepared for the unexpected, okay? And what might you see in February? So I have odd jobs, okay? You might be working some odd jobs just to kind of stay afloat in February. You're diversifying your income, possibly a second job or odd jobs. Freedom is more important right now to you than financial security. So taking a transition job is okay, even if it doesn't lead to a career here. Let's see, what advice can I get you? Financial freedom. Strive for financial freedom to increase your income, reduce unnecessary expenses, and invest wisely to achieve independence and security. So for those of you seeking a job, let's see if we can pull you a timing card here. Okay, I have March, that you'll be coming out of hibernation and embrace your new energy here. So that's what I have for you, Taurus, is March. Okay, so let's jump over to those who are working a 9-to-5 job. So if you're working a 9-to-5 job, you work for someone else, and you are in Aries, what does February 2026 look like here? Okay, I have fast changes. You'll be leaving a job suddenly, potentially. Your work may change dramatically in a short term, but go with the flow here. So either you might be getting a promotion, you might be stepping into something else. I never want someone to, be let go. Unfortunately, it does happen. But this card has the rabbit on it, and usually the rabbit does come with fast changes. So this could be voluntary or involuntary. Unfulfilled. So you might be emotionally attached to a job that no longer serves you. Okay. So maybe this is you deciding that you don't want to be there, or there's some stagnation, but really reflect on what you want and what your needs are when you make a change here. So you're unhappy with your income probably, but afraid to make the change. So if that resonates with you, definitely hit the like button here. If you're unhappy with your wages, let me get you some advice here for the month of February 2026 for my Aries placements. Job security. So enhance your job security, stay current with industry trends, continuously improve your skills, and demonstrate the value to your employer. Okay, so I'm definitely seeing don't be stagnant in the job. You might be unfulfilled. It might be slow right now. We're just coming out of the holidays here with January, and things might seem like they're just dragging. But definitely stay motivated. Think outside the box. Provide some suggestions. Make sure that you are still doing your part to earn that paycheck, even if you feel a little bit unfulfilled. Okay. So that's what I have for our 9-to-5ers. Let's see here. Next, we will move on to those who are self-employed. So for my self-employed Aries folks, what does February 2020, what's the vibe for February 2026? Your current vibe, anyways, education. You may need to take a class or do some research to find a better position, or you may find yourself writing a book or teaching others. Okay, so if you are self-employed, maybe you're looking at being self-employed for some of you, okay? And you need some education to get you to that self-employed status. If you are already an entrepreneur and you are self-employed, maybe this is your opportunity to write a book or teach others. Maybe you're killing it in the game, and you have the opportunity to be a mentor to a mentee in the industry. So that might be an option for you in this upcoming month here. Let's see what else we have for you in February. Oh, I got 2 cards. That's not exactly what I wanted, but I have transporter. So this card is a sign that things will start moving for you quickly. So if you are a business owner, I think things are going to gain some momentum for you this year. Or for this next month, you could possibly be in transportation, you're in the travel industry, you're driving, you're shipping, that could appeal to you. You may need to travel for work or take action on financial matters this month. And then I have rebel. So limiting beliefs are blocking your abundance here. You might have some self-limiting beliefs, some insecurities. Maybe you don't feel like you're reaching you're not where you want to be potentially. Consider being a system buster, an entrepreneur, or teaching a better way here. Again, this goes back to the education and teaching others. This card here, the rebel, like the trailblazer, showing other people how it's done, right? Here, trailblazer. I didn't even see that. You're a trailblazer, destined to pave the way of your future generations. So all these cards are talking about education, writing a book, being a mentor, guys. Let's see. Let's get you a card from here. So efficient work habits. Okay, definitely maintain efficient work habits here. Develop, set priorities, use productivity techniques. This gives the Pomodoro, Pomodro method. Honestly, I've never even heard of that. So, take regular breaks, maintain your focus and your energy here. There are a lot of great YouTube resources. I can name a few, but I don't know if I can do that or not. Anyways, there's a lot of free YouTube resources, people out there who are very financially smart and know how to, manage their work habits to be very successful. All right, let's see here. Let's pull a couple of cards for our retiree group. So if you are a Aries retiree or you're going into retirement, what is your current vibe for February 2026? I have reflection. Okay, so that fits. You're taking time to revisit the past and figure out what it is that you want to do now. Knowing that you don't like, what does this say? Knowing what you don't like will show you what you truly love. Okay, so to me, this is really just, this reflection is more about, this transition into retirement and finding out what creates passion for you now, right? Take off. Things will start taking off quickly. So you might find that you're taking care of grandkids or, volunteering at the library or those kind of things. I think now that you've got some freedom to do what you want, things are really going to take off for you in the social setting. So I do like that. Let me get you some advice here. Debt management. Okay, some of you might need to take control of your debt. List your debts, prioritize paying down debts as you get into retirement. Some of you might be delaying retirement to get a hold of that financial status that you need to be comfortable in retirement. So that's what I have for you, Aries. Hit the like button, subscribe, come talk to me in the comments. If you need a personal career reading, hit me up. My email is on my YouTube page, and I will see you guys in the next message. We're going to move on to Taurus. Okay, so welcome, Taurus. We are going to take a look at February 2026 for your job and career. We're going to pick an overall message here. So the overall message I have for you is leveling up, okay? So let's grab a vibe. For those of you who are unemployed or seeking employment, I have reflection. So take time to revisit the past and figure out what it is that you want going forwards, okay? Now that you know what you don't like, you have a better idea of what you do like, and so that you can step into that passion, right? So what might February bring for you? Comfort. You might find something pretty quickly. You might be entering a comfort period, or maybe you're just comfortable not being employed right now, and you can take a little breather here. But this tells me that maybe your finances are in a state of balance for the immediate future. When might our folks find a job if they are seeking employment? Okay, I have Scorpio time. That's October, November. Use your hidden magic here. Also, Scorpio time might be a bit, but if you are in a comfort situation, maybe this does fit for you. Maybe you're not looking to find a job right now, or maybe you're on some sort of leave from your employment. Maybe you're in a niche and it will take you that long. Or the other thing that this makes me think about here is, okay, so I have February at the bottom of the deck. Take stock of resolutions and assess your progress. Maybe you had a job offer back in a Scorpio season that you might want to revisit, and assess there. That's kind of what that's giving me. All right. What advice can I get you for February 2026? Efficient budgeting. So just practice efficient budgeting here. Track your income and your expenses and allocate wisely. So you might be in a comfortable position right now. You might have the finances to be able to, go you might be able to go through Scorpio season and not be desperate at the time, but definitely getting the urge to budget strategically here to get you through the time period that you're looking to get through, or to have enough money while you are off work. Okay. So if you are a Taurus and you are working a 9 to 5, what does that look like? What is your current vibe? We have independence. Okay. So it's time to go out on your own and create your own business here, or try something well outside your comfort zone. So maybe you are taking a pause to see, like, do I want to start my own business here? Is this a good time to go out? Or maybe this could just be leveling up, right? Could be just going from a mid-level to a more independent type leadership role. Maybe you're leveling up. Yeah. Leveling up. Let's see. It says underneath that, it says your soul remembers what your mind forgets. Meditate and to connect within. Okay. Let's see here. What is February going to look like? Oh, I have 2 cards. Okay. Odd jobs. So you might be doing some odd jobs here. Maybe you're working a second job, just something on the side, possibly just for some financial freedom here. Taking a transition job possibly, or, consider just diversifying your income sources here. So just a side gig kind of thing. And then I have health. Some situations require resolution will be resolved and healed. Or maybe you are in a medical field, such as like massage therapist, an energy healer, a nurse, a doctor, whatever that might be. Definitely, though, if this is healing, maybe you might need to take some time to replenish your energy and fully recharge for what's next for you. So let's get you some advice for February 2026. And I have financial independence. So aim for financial independence here. Increase your income. I see you doing that with the odd jobs, trying to find some resolution here. You're trying to get ahead. Reduce some unnecessary expenses and invest wisely to achieve the freedom so that you can live on your own term. Yeah, I have financial goals at the bottom of the deck. This is just encouraging to set specific financial goals and define what it is that you're actually trying to achieve in February 2026. Okay, so that's what I have for you. So if you are a business owner, you are an entrepreneur, what is your vibe? I have freedom. So you need to have more flexibility with your schedule and your income. Being self-employed is ideal. So it says take some time off will help you get clear. Also, popping out here, I had movement and offering. So you might be offered an opportunity or an investment opportunity. Just research it carefully here is what this is saying here before accepting it. And you're going to make good progress in February 2026. You'll be able to overcome any obstacles in your path. And big leaps forwards are possible for you in this month. So let's get you some advice here for February 2026. I've got income diversification. So again, this is like diversifying your income sources. Maybe you have different avenues, or maybe you're opening up another LLC or whatever it is, but you're looking at creating multiple income streams and financial stability in here in February 2026. This might come with this offering here for you. Okay, so let's check our folks in retirement here and see what the vibe is for our retired Taurus folks. All right. So if you are seeking retirement, I have shedding. Okay. So you're starting to outgrow your work situation, and the snake is all about, shedding that old skin and getting into something new here. So this fits perfectly for our retirees. You're setting your goals, you're setting your standards, and you're figuring out how to transition into your new situation. Okay. So what might you run into in the month of February, or what does February 2026 look like for you? Easy does it. Okay, slow and steady wins the race, guys. So, make it an easy transition for yourself. You don't have to rush, okay? You can pay attention to detail here. Just, and also this says be careful not to get involved in any quick rich idea schemes, but I feel like maybe that's just paying attention to your expenses, like slowing down. What is it? How do I need to transition my lifestyle so that I can comfortably live in my new situation in retirement? Okay, so let's see, what advice can I get you as well Job security. Enhance your job security. Stay current with industrial trends. Continuous improvement skills. Demonstrate your value to the employer. That really doesn't make sense in retirement, though. But at the bottom of the deck, I have debt management and financial health. So what I'm feeling here for a retiree is if you are currently still working and you're trying to pay off your debt, like you're a little bit delayed because maybe you're not where you want to be before you retire. I see, just making sure you still have the job security you need until you can get there, some debt management, working on your financial health here. So I feel like some of you might be a little bit delayed if you're not already retired, or maybe you're hitting a rough spot in retirement and you might have to find a little bit of a side gig. But definitely you're shedding some skin, you're transforming, take it easy, slow and steady wins the race, step back, identify what it is that you need to be successful, and then take the steps to definitely get there for you. All right, so that's what I have for you, Taurus. You please like the video, subscribe, come talk to me in the comments. If you need a personal reading on your February 2026 career and job reading, my email is in my YouTube channel, my YouTube page, and that's what I have for you. And I will see you guys in the next reading. I'm going to move on to Gemini. Okay, so for my Gemini people, welcome Gemini. We're going to talk about job and career for February 2026. Overall message, I have change begins when you release resistance. So some of you might be holding on to some opposition in the workspace, or maybe you're holding on to some old habits here. We're going to run through here and see if you are unemployed or you're seeking employment currently. What is your vibe? Oh, I have adventure. Okay, so you make exciting work moves that could take you outdoors in February 2026. So maybe you're having to take some business trips. Maybe you're having to network. Maybe you're having to take some people for coffee to create some connections. I do a lot of the time say that it is not what you know, it's who you know that helps you get a job. So just, you're reaching for your goals this month. What might you expect in February? Partnerships. Yeah, networking, right? You're creating a strong and successful partnership with someone. You're networking. You're creating certain relationships that could help improve. Or if you're holding on when you resist change, right? Maybe you're holding on to partnerships that are holding you back. Okay, in February. So just consider finding a partner who can fill in the experience you were lacking potentially. What advice can I get for you? Smart investing. Okay, make informed investment decisions in February. Research opportunities. Diversify your portfolio. Stay patient. Achieve long-term financial growth here. Yeah, I have budget planning at the bottom of the deck. So just be creative. Create a realistic budget for yourself. I feel like some of you, even though you're seeking a job, I feel like some of you, this might be, you're trying to be an entrepreneur in this upcoming month. Maybe you've decided that what's out in the market is not really what you're truly wanting or what you're looking for. And maybe you're trying to find some success out on your own. Okay. So let's move on to our 9-to-5ers, the people who work for someone else. What is their vibe in February? Oh, I have 2 cards here. So I have independence and I have direction. Okay. So it's a good time to go out on your own. Okay. This is starting to follow suit here, right? A little bit. So I've got independence. Good time to create your own business or try something outside your comfort zone. Okay. And then we have direction. So your purpose is unfolding here slowly, step by step. So just go along with it. There's no need to hurry or worry. You're being guided here in February 2026 for your career goals. And, even if maybe you're not looking for something else and you're fine with your 9-to-5, you're fine working for someone else. Maybe you're just looking to level up a little bit, maybe into a higher position or something that gives you a little more freedom in your schedule. Let's see. What might you endure in February? Setbacks. Okay, taking one step forward only to take 2 steps back. So I do think you're going to see some setbacks in February. You may not be ready to enter the next phase. There might be some things that you do need to learn here. You can't expect different results if you keep doing the same thing over and over again. So again, we go back to this main theme of, change begins when you release resistance here. You're still holding on to something that is not in your favor. So let's draw an oracle card here. What is the advice here? I'm interested in what it is that you need to let go. Continuous learning. Okay, so there's potentially, the idea is continuous learning here in the advice. So commit to lifelong learning, stay updated in industry trends. So maybe you're in a industry where you definitely have to be cutting edge. Maybe you're in technology. Maybe you're in the medical field, but somewhere there's some literature that you need to be looking at here to stay competitive and informed here. So I'm going to pull one card and find out, like, what is the setback? What can we get one card on the setback? Sorry, guys, I'm going off script here, but I'm curious. Friendship. So your social circle, new beginnings. Okay, so if it's in the setback, friendships, new beginnings, Ace of Wands. Okay, Seven of Wands and Seven of Cups and the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. So this is about your social circles. This is your community. This is the people surrounding you, and the inspiration here. So you're having to stand your ground. You've got options, but there is definitely like some gut feelings that you need to follow here, that you might need to spend some time just kind of going within, right? Meditating, seeking answers from the inside yourself about what your options are, and what kind of resilience you've been through, how to face opposition here. But I do feel like this is, maybe there's just some dynamics in the workplace with your peers, and it seems like maybe you're going to have to let go of some of those behaviors that you might have been, okay, so let's put it this way. If you're not part of the problem, if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem, right? Maybe you just need to step back and find out, okay, how am I contributing to this? What do I need to let go? What mountain do I not want to, stand my ground on here? How can I best help this situation? Okay, does that help you guys? All right, so if you are an entrepreneur or a business owner, what is your current vibe for February 2026? Oh, again, we have adventure. So you're making work moves that could take you outdoors. So heavy for all placements here. It seems like business trips, connections, getting outside. Maybe you just need to ground yourself here. Okay, so if you're a business owner, what else do you need to know for the month of February? Ugh. Okay, I have a mechanic. So this doesn't necessarily have to be a mechanic. Maybe you are in automotive, aerospace, repair technicians, etc. Maybe you own a company like that. But with the mechanic card, I also get the feeling of like, mend what needs mending here. It might be broken, but it's not all lost here. So if you own a business and you feel like it's devastating, just take a closer look. Maybe it's a simple fix. Maybe it's a process, or maybe it's a hierarchy structure, or whatever it is. But there might be something that you can just tweak and fix the problem and not throw everything away. Okay, so you can fix your finances easily, not something sacrifice, but some sacrifice may be required. Okay, so let's get you some advice here. Let's get you some advice here for February 2026. Personal branding. Okay, maybe you need to change your branding. Maybe you need to define your unique value proposition here, showcase your skills online. Maybe you need a new landing page. Maybe you just need a facelift. Network strategically, enhance your professional image here, okay? So I feel like a lot of this might just be aesthetics, right? Maybe you need a new web page to fix or mend whatever challenges that you have been. And going back to this, release resistance, possibly you've drug your feet about a rebranding. Maybe you're hesitant to change your company name, or change the, just the brand of it all. And maybe you do need just a little facelift, okay, to get you back in the game and get you going again. So definitely take a look at that. So if you are in retirement, let's take a look at our retirees. What is your current vibe in retirement? Oh, cutting ties. All right. You're leaving work behind. You're looking for something better. Retirement, you're looking at you spending more time on things that you're passionate about versus things that you have to do to create income, right? You don't have to burn bridges. You can go with grace. But yeah, for whatever reason, again, release resistance here. Maybe you're dragging your feet. Let's see, what might you expect in the month of February? Windfall. So you're about to receive a financial windfall or pay raise. Maybe you're getting your first, required minimum disbursement, possibly from the government, or, but your finances are currently in a positive cycle. So treat yourself a little bit, make good decisions with your finances, of course, but maybe it's time to just take a step back. Maybe you need a vacation. Maybe you have worked 35 years and you're like, you know what, I just need to go and sit in the Dominican Republic for 5 days, or get on a cruise ship, right? But I do see your finances in a positive direction right now. So let's see, what other advice can we get you for the month of February? We got 2 cards. I'll take them both. Innovative thinking. So cultivate innovative thinking. So just embrace, whatever your passion is and whatever you want to do in retirement, embrace that, and then mindful spending. Of course, be mindful of spending, evaluate your purchases, differentiate between needs and wants, make conscious decisions, because you want to make sure that you have plenty of money to get you through your golden years without having to return to be, a greeter at Walmart or whatever. No shame on that. I'm just saying, be mindful with your expenses to make them last through your retirement years. All right, that's what I have for you. If that resonated with you, hit the like button, subscribe, contact me in the comments. If you want something personal, just shoot me an email. My email address is in my YouTube page. And I hope you guys have a great February, and I will see you in the next reading. Hey there, Cancer placements. So we're going to take a look at your money and career for February 2026. The overall message I have for Cancer in general, Cancer placements, is ground yourself for the month of February. So either you might need to get back to the basics. It is cold outside. Put your feet to the ground, right? Ground yourself. Listen, meditate. I had real passion pop out. So stop wasting time in dead-end jobs. Find your true passion. It's fine to experiment, but don't settle for less than you deserve. Okay, so, and I have flexibility. Okay, so that's what we've got for you. Let's see, if you are unemployed or you are seeking employment, what is your current vibe for February 2026? I have adventure. This is popping out a lot for the readings so far. So something, you make exciting work move that can take you outdoors or on a trip. So maybe you're looking at a career that's outside, or maybe you are trying, having to go out, like get a coffee, network, meet other people, create connections so that you can find the job that you are looking for here. I do have great match at the bottom of the deck. So you're on the verge of finding some perfect work for you, which is very exciting. Let's see here. What can you expect in the month of February 2026? I have science. Okay, so maybe you're a chemist, or you're in forensics, or you're a biochemist, or some similar field, or some kind of scientist. Keep an open mind as something is unfolding just for you, okay? So apply scientific methods to solve your business or financial problems this month. I do have shift at the bottom of the deck. So you're taking your career in a total different direction in February as you are seeking new employment. Let's see, what advice can I get you for February 2026? Debt reduction. Okay, so focus on reducing your debt this upcoming month in February. Use strategies like the snowball or the avalanche method. Consolidate debt if possible. Avoid taking on new liabilities here. And you may just be focusing on your finances so that you can be sure, here I have mindful spending. Just, be mindful so that you can get through this time if you are currently unemployed. So I'm going to pull one timing card for those that are looking for employment, that are unemployed. When might they see some movement or an offer? Unexpected, happening suddenly and sooner than you thought. Okay, I have Pisces time at the bottom of the deck. So Pisces time is like mid-February to mid-March. So, yep, something might already be in the works for you. It might be evolving here. Okay, so that's what I have for timing. Something pretty quick, guys. Okay, so let's move on to our 9-to-5ers, those who are working a full-time job. Oh, for the unemployed, if you want something personal, you need a personal reading, hit me up. Either drop a comment below that you want me to reach out, or my email is in my page. I can get you something a little more personal if that's what you're looking for. So our 9-to-5ers, if you're employed by someone else, what is your current vibe for February 2026? Oh, okay. So many choices here. You have options. Even if you don't see them right now, you have options. So either maybe you're thinking about doing something else, you're thinking about leveling up, you're thinking about taking a promotion, maybe you want to take a different job just so that you have more time to, you have more time to do the things you want. This person here is like on a sailboat, living like their best life here. So you have options. Maybe you're looking at becoming an entrepreneur, possibly. I want to pull one more card here. I'm going off script a little bit. I want to pull one more card. Like, what are these choices? What is these choices? Okay, manifesting. All right, fair enough. You have the power to manifest what you want by writing your intentions down and taking inspired actions to make those happen. So if you are thinking about something else, set your intentions, write them down. You'll be surprised how often that does come true when you set a goal and start making actions towards that. All right, so what might you expect in February 2026 here? Comfort. Okay. So it looks like maybe you are currently comfortable right now. Your finances might be in a state of balance here. You're in a comfortable part of your life. Okay. So I just kind of see the status quo for February for you. What advice can I get you? Career fulfillment. Okay. Career fulfillment, guys. So you might be stuck in this status quo. This says pursue a career that aligns with your passion. Identify your strengths and interests, explore related fields, and seek roles that offer personal satisfaction. Okay, so this really does kind of follow with our overall energy of ground yourself, right? Let's see. Avoid expecting people to read your mind. They can't even read the room. Okay, so yeah, I think this is your green light to go within. Identify, you have options, you have choices. Write it down, set an intention. What is it that you want to do? Currently, you're comfortable. You can make a change if you wanted to, but definitely seeking career fulfillment here. Yeah, I have entrepreneurial spirit at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So embrace your inner entrepreneur. Maybe you have a passion that you want to bring to life. You have income goals, possibly. Yep. So that's what I see for you in February. Heading towards those goals, Cancer. All right, so let's take a look for those who are already current business owners. Maybe if you're a 9-to-5er and you want to hang around and see where this might take you, you take this direction. But for those who are self-employed or own a business, what is your vibe for those with Cancer placements for February 2026? Oh, my deck must be upside down. Rewards. You're cashing in all the good work you've done. Raise, bonuses, prosperity are coming in. So the effort that you have put into your business this month or in the past year, probably, it sounds like you're going to be receiving those rewards. Okay. Let's see what else we have for you. What can you expect in February for my entrepreneurs? Planner. Okay, take stock in your finances and identify what needs to change here, guys. So if you want to keep up those rewards, or if you've got some extra rewards, maybe investing them. Explore options and investment to make those rewards grow, right? So it's crucial to make a plan so that each day counts. All right. All right. So let's see, what advice can I get you as well? Financial health. So monitor and improve your financial health, regularly review your credit score, manage your debt responsibly, plan for future expenses, investment insight here, educate yourself on investment. So that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing you're going to have some rewards come in, but you do need to plan. You need to look at your financial health and invest, get some investment insight, have an abundance mindset here, effective communication, efficient budgeting. So yeah, if you want to maintain those profit margins, you definitely need to be seeking out some additional learning or partnerships to help you maintain that. So that's what I have for you, Cancer. We're going to move on to Leo. Again, like, subscribe, hit me up in the comments. If you want something personal, my email is in my YouTube channel, but we are now going to move on to Leo. We're going to get, so the message I have, Leo, for the overall is a sudden wealth. for February 2026 for you. So you might run into some sudden wealth in the upcoming month. So let's see, for those of you who are unemployed or seeking employment in February 2026, what does that current vibe look like for you? I have authority. So clashes with the boss or challenge in your power will compel you to respond. Choose peaceful solutions if you can. Okay. So some of you who are not currently unemployed, but are seeking a new job. Okay. So if you're currently employed, but you're seeking a new job, I think you're going to have a clash with your boss in February. So definitely this encourages you to take a peaceful route, be graceful if you can in this situation. Give me one more card. What about those who are seeking employment? What about those seeking employment? What does that look like? Okay. So I have many choices. So it looks like you do have some options to be creative here if you are looking for a job. Behind that, I had a hijacker card, which says drama. So beware of troublemakers is what it's saying. Let's see here. Let's get some timing on these choices, possibly. When might our Leo friends find work or get an offer if they are looking for employment? So I have evolving. We had a little bit of a spill here with all different timings. So let's get one more. Can we clarify this evolving? Can we clarify this evolving? To me, that feels like something is in the works. Growth cycles, leveling up. Clarify this evolving. Scorpio time. Okay, Scorpio time came out the first time with this evolving card. So I feel like this Scorpio time definitely needs to be here. I also have unexpected at the bottom of the deck, distraction. So something may happen suddenly, sooner than you thought. This may not be aligned with your highest good, though. So then I have February after that. So maybe something unexpected will come in February, which is the month that we're talking about. But I have this distraction card. It may not be temptation, deceptive secrets. It may not be a good offer, guys. So just obviously, if you get a job offer, you want to look it over, take sleep on it, look at the fine details. Maybe it's a lot of money, but it's a lot of stress. Maybe it's not aligned. Oh, okay. Sudden wealth. Maybe it comes with a sign-on bonus or some kind of like crazy incentive, right? But it's like you're signing your life over to the devil. You know what I mean? Okay, so let me get you one more card for advice for February. I have goal setting. Okay, set clear financial and career goals for yourself. Break them down into actionable steps, track your progress, celebrate milestones, and stay motivated. So if you are seeking another job, definitely write down what you're looking for. What kind of money do you want to make? What kind of freedom or, do you want to work from home? Do you want to work from an office? Do you want it to be within 20 miles of the house? Like, do you want to have flexibility? Do you want, you know what I mean? Like, is it a sales job? Is it a factory job? Write it down. You will be surprised how often those things come to life when you write them down and put your intentions out into the universe. All right. So if you are a Leo 9-to-5er, you work for someone else and you're content with your life, what does February look like for you? Gesture. So you may be asked to help someone out, or you may need a hand. You may be asking for help, but give deserved praise to others and you will receive recognition. So this is really much like our Six of Pentacles, give and receive, right? And when give and receive is balanced, everyone thrives in the workplace. Okay. So let's see, what might you expect in February 2026 in your workplace? Ooh, gossip. Okay. So there's some buzz around what you're doing right now. So that could be good buzz. It doesn't have to be bad buzz. Maybe you are leveling up. Maybe you're getting a raise, getting a promotion, maybe bonus time, right? So just minimize drama and take personal responsibility, act with integrity in the workplace. Your personal challenges might be a bit distracting you from your role is the other thing. So just, be sure that you are focused on your career when you are at work. And let's see, what other advice can I get you for February 2026 for those who have full-time jobs? Okay, efficient budgeting. This one wanted to come out too, so let's see what it says. Okay, so efficient budgeting. So practice efficient budgeting. Make sure you're tracking your income, your expenses, what's going in and going out. Is it pleasing to you? And then career fulfillment. So, maybe you are kind of eyeing some other opportunities or some advancements, but identify your strengths and your interests, explore related fields, or seek roles that offer personal satisfaction to you. And bottom of the deck of emergency funds. So just be sure you have an emergency fund. You've got 3 to 6 months worth of money put away in the event that something were to happen. That's always a good suggestion. Okay, so next we are moving on to our Leo entrepreneur. So if you are a business owner and you have Leo in your chart, what is your current vibe for February 2026? I think you guys have a positive vibe because I had like 3 cards that wanted to come out. I don't want to take all that. Okay, progress. It seems like a long go, but your efforts will pay off soon. So you're on course. Give it a few more months. Maybe you're feeling a little bogged down possibly, or things aren't going as fast as you want them to. But this progress card is saying, give it a couple more months before making any changes. Like, you're on the right path. You're doing the right things. You just need to give it a little bit of time. Okay. So what might you see in February? So labor windfall. Okay. Oh, here we go. Back to this sudden money here. Your hard work is going to be paying off. Okay. So just keep going. This is confirming the first card of the progress. Okay. Some of you may be in construction, maintenance, painting, or some type of labor industry here, but you don't have to be. This is just saying your hard work is the key and it is paying off for you, and you are going to see some abundance here. We have windfall. So you're about to receive a financial windfall or a pay raise. Again, you're an entrepreneur. This is your own business likely. So you might have a big client coming in. There might be something related to profit gains here that you're going to see an increase in, or you're going to see a positive cycle here. So now's the perfect time to treat yourself or make that big purchase. Now, be mindful, of course, right? But celebrate your wins. Okay. If you do run into a big chunk of money, celebrate your wins. Okay. You've worked hard. You've been busting your booty trying to make this work. I can feel it. Okay. What advice can I get you? Abundance mindset. So shift your focus to abundance. Embrace gratitude for what you have. Visualize wealth flowing into your life and affirm your worthiness to receive prosperity. Okay. So I see money, money, money. I see money for you, Leo, for February 2026. All right, let's move on to our retirees and see if we can get them a little bit of advice for February 2026. February 2026 for our retirees. So what's their current vibe? Connections. Okay, build bridges between people. Contact those who can help you. Your actions set you up for the next opportunity. So if you are heading into retirement, reach out to those who have already done it. See what you need to take into account here. This is a big transition for you. Okay. And if you're far into retirement, maybe you're looking for some passion here. Maybe you need to get outside, be a little more social. There are lots of studies about people who go into retirement and isolate themselves. And it happened big during COVID. If you're not getting interaction, human interaction, not AI, not online, human interaction, human touch, engagement, we see people mentally decline. Okay. So just be mindful. And if you need to, get outside. I know it's cold in my area, so, dress warmly. But anyways, okay. So what might you see in February 2026? Settling. Okay. Your soul is telling you you're on the wrong path. Okay. So maybe you're struggling to be fulfilled in retirement. Possibly you just haven't found your passion. You're at a crossroads. So this might be some of you who are literally going into retirement here. So give yourself some time to think and space to evolve and discover your true path here. Maybe you don't know what you want to do and you're still trying to figure that out, but you don't want to work anymore, right? You're avoiding what needs to be done because it feels too difficult. So, whatever it is, face it, and, easier said than done, right? I understand that completely. I put off things too sometimes that are hard. But, sometimes you've got to do the hard things, okay? What advice can I get you as we walk into February 2026? Professional growth. Focus on continuous growth in your career. Now, if you're in retirement, you're focusing on growth in your coming out of that career, whatever is next. Okay. You're pursuing opportunities outside of income streams here. So just what this is telling me is align with your long-term goals here. What is it that you want to do? At bottom of the deck, I have personal development. So invest in personal development, pursue activities that you enjoy, right? And that could be a number of different things, whatever it is that you want to do, or you want to spend your time. Maybe you want to take a little more education in your retirement years. Maybe you're wanting to maybe you want to take some chat GPT classes or some AI classes so that you can be, that tech savvy grandma or grandpa, right? For your kids or your grandkids. You want to stay hip. You know what I mean? Okay, that's what I have for you, Leo. Hit the like button, subscribe, come talk to me in the comments. If you want something personal about your next career or job moves, my email is in my YouTube channel, but otherwise we are going to move on to a Virgo. All right, Virgo, welcome to your February 2026 career and money reading. I like to pull a general message for the group to start, and then we will take a look at those in different phases of their career here to try to hit a little bit of everybody. Let's see. Okay, so your overall February energy is stop acting like a crazy person and just breathe. Okay, so Virgo, are you struggling in career here? Are you having opposition at work possibly? Maybe you're trying to make ends meet. Maybe you got more money going out than coming in possibly, and you just need to breathe, strategize. We're going to get into it, okay? Maybe you're unemployed here. So let's start off with those who are unemployed. I also do kind of the people who are working for someone else and you might be seeking employment to get away from that. You could fall into this category. I would watch this one and the 9-to-5ers. Okay, so what's the vibe for those who are Virgos who are unemployed? I have 2 cards coming out. Okay, so we have wish come true. Your wish is being granted, but it may not be the way that you expect. And then we have innovation. So you'll need to come up with new strategies to keep your plans in motion. So this tells me whatever it is that you've been hoping for is going to happen. So maybe you want a new job. Maybe you're looking for something specific. And I think that your wish is going to come true. So you need not to stress about it. Stop acting like a crazy person and just breathe here, right? But it may not be exactly what you think it is. Maybe it's not exactly the job you were hoping for, or exactly at the place you were hoping for, or maybe it doesn't come at the right time that you were hoping for. But I do think that you're going to need to stay innovative here. Maybe you're looking at starting something on your own or a side gig. Maybe you're trying to create like a catering or, some kind of service, right? And you just need to stay innovative here. So let's see, what can you expect for the month of February if you are seeking employment? Unfulfilled. Okay, so you might be emotionally unattached. Maybe you're having a setback. Maybe you need to reflect on what your wants and needs are. Things are not moving as fast as you want them to. And I feel like you're a little bit unhappy here. And you might just be unhappy with your income status. Maybe you don't have as much income or, savings to get you through during this period of unemployment. So for our Virgos who are seeking employment or employment change, what is the timing on that? When might they get an offer? Divine timing. Stay in the flow and trust the timing. Let's see. Can we get a little bit more on this divine timing? I feel like that's pretty broad. July. Slow down and soak it all in while you indulge yourself. I have July. Carefree, memory, socialize. So at the bottom of the deck, I have happening now. Time is fleeting, so don't miss the opportunity. Countdown passings limited. So something might be in the works. Under that, I have open doors. The doors unlocked. Just walk through it. Okay. So, but keep July on your radar because something is coming in July. And it's telling you to slow down and soak it all in. Soak it all in, because either that or it's going to really pick up for you in July and you're going to be really, really busy. Okay. I kind of get the feeling like this is like you're trying to start your own business and it's going to be really slow and you're kind of unfulfilled right now, but it's all going to work out in divine timing. And by July, you're really going to see a pickup here. Let me see. Let me get you some advice here. Personal development. Okay, invest in yourself. Personal development. Pursue activities that enhance your skills, your knowledge, your well-being to achieve overall success here. So there is something that you need to, I have work-life balance at the bottom of the deck. So strive for balance in your career and personal life. All right. So if this makes sense to you, I feel like I'm talking to a Virgo who is either trying to work a full-time job and start a gig to go out on their own, or if you are just unemployed. I do think some professional or personal development here might set you out amongst your competition. Okay, so let's head over to the Virgos who are working that 9 to 5 and want to see what their February looks like. So let's see, what's the vibe for our Virgos? The future. Plan your future while living in the present. You are always supported by spirit. Your psychic abilities can bring you prosperity here. So for those of you working a 9 to 5, plan for the future while living in the present here. And that might have been just a tail off of the unemployed here. Planning your future. Let me get one more vibe card for our 9 to 5ers. Make sure we're not got an overlap here. Okay, so I have a moving up on the table. Okay, so you're increasing your power and your status here in February. You may get a promotion or move to a better home or office this month, or in February. You're climbing the ladder of success. But it is definitely time to put your demands on the table and get serious about what you want. So this could be you asking for a raise, asking for this promotion, or being called to step up if your job is offering you this promotion. Okay. So that is very exciting. Let's see here. What else can we expect for February 2026 for our employed Virgos? I've got angelic help. Okay. Nice. All right. Now is the time to trust the universe, knowing they will provide for you. A career or blessing is lining up for you in the background, guys. So stay positive and trust the process here. Pay attention to the signs your angels are sending you right now. If you're seeing 11111, or, just 3 1s, or a combination of 1s and 3s, like if I'm not saying watching the clock, but if you look over and you're like, oh my God, what time is it? And you're like, it's 11:11, you are seeing synchronicities. That is not random. That is telling you you are on the right path and things are unfolding for you. Okay. Let's see. What other advice can I get you for February 2026 for our working Virgos? Strategic planning. Okay. Strategic planning. Develop strategic plans for your career and finances. Set long-term goals. Again, we're focused on the future here. We're wrapping back to the future here. So create actionable steps. Regular review your progress. Stay on course here. So set inspired action. Okay. But again, take a deep breath. Okay. Everything is going to work out. Things are in your favor here. All right. So let's flip over to our Virgos who are self-employed, entrepreneurs here. What about our Virgos who are self-employed entrepreneurs? What are their vibes for February 2026? Okay, great match. You're on the verge of finding the perfect work for you. So don't give up. You may need to grow your own business to be truly happy here. So maybe that is finding the right work-life balance. Maybe that's finding the right partner to help you grow. Maybe that's finding the right niche. But I see we do have a great match coming. What is this? Can we get one more on this match? Like, what is this match? Finding the perfect work. Limitation. So obstacles are not what they seem. You can get around them with careful thought or simply choose something better for you here. I have influence at the bottom of the deck. So influence to me is like you can influence the change. Maybe this is public speaking. This is social videos, interviews. Your voice and opinions are important to other people. So your obstacles here are self-limiting. Whatever it is that's holding you back, You have the influence to change this, right? I have also in the flow. So the universe is sending you help here. This is internal. Whatever's holding you back, you absolutely have the capabilities to change here. And once you let go of that, stop acting like a crazy person and just breathe, that match is going to come in for you. It's going to align for you. So what other advice can I get you? Continuous learning. So commit to lifelong learning. So stay up to date on industry trends, attend workshops, read relevant literature to stay competitive, okay, in your business, in your industry, and career advancement. So seek opportunities to grow, okay? Whatever that is, maybe it is a partner, maybe it is an acquisition, maybe it is, going to a conference to see what's going on in your industry and how you can move forward, how you can improve. Maybe it's writing a book, being a mentor, whatever that might be for you. So that's what I have for you, Virgo. If you need a personal reading, you'd like to look a little bit deeper on your own, you can hit me up at my email. Definitely like and subscribe to the channel, and you can talk to me in the comments. Okay. What is the general message? What is the general message for Libra for money and career for February 2026? Okay, Libra, I find myself unfit for the company of strangers. All right, let's dig into that. Okay, so let's see. Let's start out with those who are unemployed or seeking employment. What is your vibe for February 2026? What is your vibe for February 2026? Okay, so you're making progress this month. It seems slow and steady, but your efforts are going to be paying off. So stay on course for at least a few more months in what you're doing before you make a change. So maybe you're hitting into like a pilot, like an experiment, a pilot, like maybe you're stepping into a higher position, whatever it is. You're trying to strategize to grow yourself. And for those of you who are unemployed, I kind of get the vibe like you're trying to start your own business, maybe. Or maybe it's an option for you. Let me get another card. Like, what is this progress? Clarify this progress. Innovation. Yeah, for sure. You need to come up with some new strategies to keep your plans in motion here. Like what you have been doing is outdated. And you need to create some new ideas here. Get out of the status quo for you. What might you expect in February 2026? Gaia? Okay, trust that the universe has a bigger plan for you, bigger than you can imagine, Libra. This is, spend time in nature to heal, soothe your mind, regroup, stay grounded, okay? I find myself unfit for the company of strangers. I think this is more telling you that you need to spend some time internalizing, spend some time alone, get yourself grounded here. Let me see if I can get you some advice for 2026 for those who are unemployed or seeking employment. Financial independence. So aim for financial independence, guys. The sky's the limit. Increase your income, reduce unnecessary expenses, invest wisely to achieve the freedom to live out your, it says on your terms, but I almost said to live out your dreams. Okay. Effective communication. Some of you might need to improve your communication skills to get this done. Leadership skills. Maybe you need to develop some leadership skills, positive workplace, financial literacy, income goals. Okay. I feel like some of you are going into an operations role, something with money, something with accounting, leadership of some sort. I think you're going to be either leveling up or taking a role where you're going to be guiding something, but innovation. So maybe you're in a technology company, possibly you work in technology or some kind of like SaaS product or something, but something is coming for you. Something is developing here. Like when I look at this tree, I feel like seed, there's a seed coming and it's going to grow into something huge financially for you. All right. So let's look at our people who are Libras who are working the 9-to-5 grind. They work for someone else. It's just status quo. What vibe for our full-time working 9-to-5 Libras for February 2026? Influence. Okay. Your influence you have the opportunity to change things. You have the influence. You have people who look at you, support you, respect you. Or it could be maybe you're doing some public speaking. Maybe you're doing social media videos. Maybe you're doing interviews, but your voice counts. People want to hear what you have to say, right? Okay. Let's see. Let's get one more card. I just want to pull one more card on this influence. Can you clarify influence for our Libras? Short term. This position is temporary, so don't be too attached to it. No worries. You will find something that's even more fulfilling and prosperous. So now do I think that you're going to be in this, possibly you could be in this short term, but I feel like this is just like a stepping stone. Like whatever it is that you're in right now is going to create some growth here. But let's pull a couple more cards. Let's see what else. What can we expect in February 2026? Luck. See, actions you take now will lead to abundant, successful prosperity. So believing in your own luck can cultivate abundance for you. So your perspective might be holding you back right now from growth and luck. I think whatever it is, this influence that you have, this is a stepping stone, but you do have what it takes to get where you want to be. Okay, so let's pull you an advice card. Let's pull you an advice card. Debt reduction. Okay, Libra, focus on reducing your debt in February. Sit down, get a spreadsheet out. You know, Libras, we love spreadsheets. Figure out what it is, what kind of method you're going to use, but you need to reduce your debt in February. Take some real steps towards that. You might need some financial literacy classes, some financial knowledge, read a book, take a course, stay informed about personal finances to help you make better decisions here, because set some income goals. Okay. I do see some career advancement for you in February. But let's try to work on reducing that debt. Okay, so let's move on to our Libras who are entrepreneurs or business owners here for February 2026. For our Libras who own businesses or entrepreneur mindsets. Ugh, boy, what's the vibe? I have two cards. Adventure. Okay, I'm seeing this a lot, this adventure card. So it's, you make exciting work moves that take you outdoors or on a trip. So I see some of you having some business trips in February. I see you connecting with other people. That could be outdoors opportunities. Maybe you're just taking someone for coffee to create a connection here. But for whatever reason, you're making some moves in February, and it's going to, there will be some travel involved possibly to reach your financial goals. I do see here we had this like hijacker card coming out behind some spiritual work. So doing some inner work can help you get clear before you move on. You might need to just take some time. Again, I find myself unfit for the company of strangers. This is my card that tells me, okay, I need to go within. I need to do some work on myself. I need to take a look at my shadows. What best serves me? What is it that I need right now before I get out into public areas, right? Okay. All right. So let's see what might February 2026 bring for you, Libra. Settling. Okay. So your soul is telling you you're on the wrong path. You're at a crossroads. All right. So give yourself some time and space. Again, following the confirmation here, give yourself some time and space to evolve and discover what your true path is. Possibly you're taking a change in your business direction that is undefined. Possibly it's scary, right? Maybe you don't know where it's going. It's not, okay. So I do see right out the gate, I have strength and prosperity. So inner resilience, is going to be key here, calm, steady, in the face of struggle. But I do see this Ace of Pentacles. There are resources, there are opportunities waiting for you. There's ventures and investment emerging for you here. You just need to calm your mind and, find out what it is that you want in this situation, right? I have creation and leadership here. So the Empress and the King of Wands. So this is divine feminine energy. This is abundance. It's creativity. It's fertility. It's prosperity. This is growth. right? And the King of Wands is all about boldness, vision, leadership. It's about creating ideas and taking inspired action on them. They are there for you. Okay. So very prosperous February 2026 for you. Let me see if I can pull you one more card for advice here. Oh, comes flying out. Skill development. Okay. Invest in your skills. Identify areas of improvement within yourself. Enroll in relevant courses. Seek feedback. Enhance your expertise and marketability. So there might be a learning curve to get where you want to be, Libra. And so there's no shame in continuously growing, right? Also, I see workplace relationships too. So just make sure you're fostering positive relationships at work for your professional growth. So that's what I'm seeing for our entrepreneurs and those who own their own companies or work for themselves. Let's hop over to our retirees, our Libra retirees. What is their vibe for February 2026? I have innovation. Okay. So you may not be working necessarily. I mean, if you're retired, this gives me two vibes. If you are retired or you're getting ready to go into retirement, you might be putting a lot of thought into what does that look like? How am I going to change? What is my life going to look like? What strategies do I need to put into place? What do I need to think about? That's what I'm saying. If you're already in retirement and you have been in retirement, you're not in this transition, maybe you need to come up with some new ideas. I find myself unfit for the company of strangers. Makes me think you're not getting out enough. Libra, do you need to get outside? Do you need to go find new friends? Do you need to find social circles or some kind of group to be in? It is very important to get human engagement, not AIs, not online social media. It's better to have in-person engagement. So if you're not getting out enough, please get out a little bit more. Let's see. Settling. Okay. Yeah, you're settling here. Your soul is telling you you're on the wrong path here. So give yourself some time and some space here. Oh yeah. Okay. So popped out also was change. A change for the better is headed your way. So embrace this change. Okay. Sometimes you must embody the change that you want to see. Okay, so let's see here. What other advice can I give our Libra retirees for February 2026? Financial freedom. Strive for financial freedom. So just be mindful of your choices. If you're heading into retirement, that's a big transition in life. You got to make sure that you are planning ahead and that you're mindful of your expenses so that you can live out retirement without having any drastic changes. Okay. So Libra, if this is where you leave, please like the video, subscribe to my channel. If you need something personal, you can email me. My email is at my YouTube channel, and I will see you guys in the next reading. And we're going to move on to Scorpio. Okay. So Scorpio, welcome to your February 2026 career and money reading. For you, your overall vibe, I have check your bank account. Okay. So this gives me a couple of vibes. One, maybe you need to check your bank account and see if you are aligned with where you want to be in life. Two, maybe you need to check your bank account and make sure that you're not spending money unnecessarily, like, having 6 streaming subscriptions or whatever, but also, double check, make sure you're not having any fraud type of stuff. So we're going to start off with our Scorpios who are unemployed or seeking employment. What is their vibe for 2026, February 2026? I have good luck. Your fortune is improving. You're going to get a lucky break soon. So you're going to want to, collect your nuggets of wisdom here, because things are going to be changing here in the near future. Oh my God, the cards are just flying out here. Angelic help. Okay, so trust in divine timing here, if that's something that you believe in. This card says that the universe is providing you with what you need. So pay attention to the signs here. I'm going to pull a timing card. So if you are a Scorpio and you are actively seeking work, when might an offer come in for our Scorpios? Open doors. The door is unlocked. Just walk through it. Okay. Do you have currently something going on here, or maybe something is coming to you and you don't see it yet? I also have June. So as late as June, bottom of the deck, I've changed course. You may need to take a different path to get there. Um, so it says here we've got endless opportunities, open doors. The door is unlocked. Just walk through it. I have endless opportunities catches my eye here. And then you may need to take a different path to get there. I have Aquarius time, which is January 20th through February 18th, right on time, happening now. So this is now time. Okay, so I feel like some of you have some opportunities on the table right now, guys. Let's see here. So things are opening up for you. So if you don't have an offer, maybe you have an offer coming very quickly. Oh my gosh, I don't know if we want to take all of these. Financial goal setting, set and achieve your financial goals. Start retirement planning if you haven't done that. Maybe you need to assess your retirement planning. Goal setting, again, confirm, and then innovative thinking. Cultivate innovative thinking, embrace creativity, seek new perspectives here. Okay, so that's what I have for those of you looking for employment. I do see something coming very positive for you in the month of February. Things are unfolding for you. Okay, Scorpio, for those Scorpios working the 9 to 5, what is the vibe for those working 9 to 5? Investment. Invest in your education and make some big plans for the future. Take calculated risks here, but save something to fall back on. Okay, I'm going to pull one more card for you. Timing. It's all about timing right now. Pull another card if you need to do it now. Wait a while or make a different decision. Okay, timing. Let's pull one more card. Let's have a little fun here. What is it? What's this timing? Can you give me one card to clarify this timing for our Scorpio? Rewards. You're cashing in your rewards. You've done a good job. You've got raises, bonuses, prosperity coming. So some of you might see a raise, a promotion, or a bonus coming in February. Let's see, what else can you expect in February 2026 for those of you who are employed by someone else? Okay, growth. All right. Okay, so I see a pattern here, guys. Investment, timing, rewards. We've got growth. So expect growth. Expect a good flow of money, a raise, a new job offer. So I'm seeing a lot of patterns here with growth, money coming to you in February. And it might be maybe you're filing your taxes, but I get that this is more of a long-term situation than just a windfall, right? Because it's talking about your hard work paying off. I do have unexpected money at the bottom. Get ready for unexpected financial setbacks. Tackle things in advance and prepare for the unexpected. Okay, so what I'm getting here, guys, because since that was at the bottom of the deck, that's usually underlying energy. So I do see good things coming in for you. I see growth coming in for you. Very positive changes for you. But keep it on the back burner of your mind. Make sure you're setting some of that new growth behind. Those rewards that are coming in, that money that's coming in, set a little bit back on the back burner for unexpected expenses. I see professional networking will be important in February for you to build, maintain professional network, attend events, join professional groups, stay connected with industrial peers to create opportunities for yourself. And also focus on your work habits. Develop efficient work habits. So clear priorities. Maybe that's cleaning your desk at the end of the day, making sure you're coming into a clean desk, continuous learning at the bottom of the deck, financial boundaries. So just maybe you're learning some more financial literacy to keep that growth coming in and making sure you're spending your money wisely. All right. So let's see. Now, Scorpios who are self-employed, entrepreneur Scorpios. So let's see our Big Daddy Coin Scorpios. Okay. Let's see. What's the vibe for February 2026? Manifesting. You have the power to manifest what you want by writing your intentions down and taking inspired steps. Okay. I want to grab one more card on this manifestation. Please clarify this manifestation. What direction are my Scorpios headed in February 2026? Okay. Movement. You're going to make good progress in February 2026. Okay. You'll be able to overcome any obstacles in your path. Big leaps forwards are possible for you this month. All right. So let's see here. What else can I get you? What can we expect? Business helper. All right. Okay. So do not be intimidated to enter the world of business. You've got this. So if you're having any insecurities or self-doubts about yourself, you've got this. Raise your awareness and think bigger if you want bigger outcomes. Okay. And helper, you might need some help. You might need an assistant. Maybe you need a partner. Make sure your goals align with your own desires, not others, but look into, where you might need help. So sometimes we just have to ask for help. Okay. All right. And what advice can I get you for February 2026 for our Scorpio entrepreneurs? Long-term planning. Yep. Plan for the long term. Set financial goals for retirement, invest in long-term assets, and create a roadmap to achieve your desires. I feel like this really falls with this, think bigger. Think bigger. You can do it. Career passion at the bottom of the deck, personal development, savings plan, professional growth here. So that's what I see for our Scorpio entrepreneurs for February 2026. Let's move on to our retired Scorpios for 2026 and get a vibe, see what that looks like. All right, so let's check our Scorpio retirees or those heading into retirement influence. Use your influence for change, as you head into retirement. Maybe some public speaking, some social media, some interviews. Maybe you want to be, some kind of influencer possibly in your free time, whatever your passion is. Okay. Maybe you want to be a mentor to a mentee. You want to pass down the things that you've learned in your career to help the next generation. Okay. I do like that. Do you want to pull one more card on influence? Let's see. Can we get one more card on influence? Protection. Okay, so I have protection here. So you're being protected from deceit and from situations that no longer serve you. So this is your green light. This is your green light to step into whatever this influence is for you. Let's see what February 2026 might bring to our Scorpios heading towards retirement. All right, one more shuffle. It's kind of messy. Okay, luck. Yep, your actions. You're stepping into abundance here, into success, into prosperity. Your perspective might be holding you back a little bit for this growth and luck for some of you. But believe in your own luck. It can help you cultivate abundance and mindset. This is going to be a good month for you, Scorpio. All right, let me get you one more card of advice. Financial independence. Okay, aim for financial independence. If you are stepping into retirement, you may want to just reevaluate, what's your income going to be in retirement as you shift and transition into this new life of yours? Can you reduce unnecessary expenses and invest wisely? If there's somewhere you can invest to continue that growth of income or, that financial, to get to this financial independence, then definitely, bottom of the deck, smart investing. Okay, strategic planning. Okay, that is your advice for February 2026. Please subscribe. If you need a personal reading, you can hit me up on my email and my YouTube channel, but we're going to head over to Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius, we are doing your February 2026 career and money read. The overall energy I have for you is learn a new skill. Underneath that, I have your intuition call, just do the damn thing, and you are closer than you think you are. Lots of positive reinforcement there for you if you're hesitating possibly on a new career choice. So we're going to start out with those who are unemployed or seeking employment first, our Saggies who are seeking unemployment in February 2026. What does that vibe look like? Gifts. You're uncovering new talents. Okay, learn a new skill. You're uncovering new talents that will land you new work and a better position. You could get more money out of the deal as well. So I do like that. Let's take a look here and see what can we expect for 2026. What can we expect for 2026? Okay, laborer, your hard work is about to pay off. Now, this could also be if you are in construction, you're in maintenance, you're in painting, you're in any type of labor work, manufacturer work. But your hard work is key and it will last. What tests you will never come easy, right? So hard work is key for you here. I also, at the bottom of the deck, I have office. So maybe you're in this industry, but you might be an office worker, like a secretary, assistant, office manager, other office jobs. Think of the greater good, not just of yourself to achieve a better outcome. So, okay, I like that. All right. What what other advice can I get you for those of you who are seeking employment in February 2026? Continuous learning. Okay, again, this follows our theme to learn a skill and to uncover new talents. Commit to lifelong learning. Stay updated on industrial trends here. Read relevant literature to stay competitive here. Okay, I'm going to pull, if someone is actively seeking a job, when might they get an offer or, something coming their way that's positive? I have 2 cards here. 3 cards here. Okay, I'm not taking all these. The first card out was change course. You might need to take a different path to get there. So, are you networking? Are you using the people you know, leveraging your relationships? Do you need to update your resume? Do you need to, take a different path to look for jobs? Maybe you're just posting to job boards where there's 6,000 other people posting to the same jobs you are. Let's get one more on timing. September, get back into your groove and be productive. Okay, so not necessarily may it be September time. It could be as late as September, but it's saying get back into your groove and be productive. So, Scorpio, have you fallen into maybe getting laxed in your job search? If you were wanting to find another job, bottom of the deck, I have evolving. So what you want changes as you get more experience. So level up cycles changes here. So it might be on possibly you're learning a new skill and you won't be done until September. Okay. That's what I have for you for those of you looking for employment. Let's move on to our 9-to-5ers. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so our Sagittarius. No, wait, I'm sorry. Are we on Scorpio? Okay, for our Sagittarius folks who are working a 9-to-5 position, what does that look like? What is their vibe for February 2026? Oh, I have 2 cards here. Manifesting and many choices. So I think for some of you, you have the power to manifest what you're looking for. I think you have options available to you, even if you don't see them right now, okay? So just get creative, look around. You've got options available to you. And if you haven't yet, I encourage you to try to manifest what you're looking for. Sit down and write, this is the job I want. Maybe it's the title that you want, or I need a job that I can work from home, that I have flexibility, that I want to make X amount of dollars a year, etc. Throw that in the universe and see. It's crazy what will come back to you, especially if you're manifesting this, right? So let me see, what else, what can you expect in February 2026? Silence. Okay. So keep moving in silence as you continue to build. Silence can be a powerful tool, increasing your personal power. So maybe you might be learning a new skill. You might be manifesting or having choices. Maybe you want to level up in a company. Maybe you want to show your company that you are valuable and that you do have, you have good ideas. Maybe you're moving in silence. Like, let's say you threw out a new project to your team, but you want to get some wins before you actually tell anyone you're doing it. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe this might be some of you learning a new skill to move on to a new job career or a new industry possibly. And you're wanting to do that in silence, right? At the bottom of the deck, I have the underworld. So look for unique approaches to create new streams of income. So then I have odd jobs. So maybe you're looking for a second job, or you're going to work 2 jobs for a little bit here while you kind of define your path, right? You might be looking for a new path here. Okay, let's see. What advice can I get you? Debt management. Take control of your debt, guys. List your debt, prioritize high interest ones, come up with a strategy to get your debt paid off, okay? So financial goal setting, career advancement, financial independence. I see a lot of positive things coming for you in February 2026. So let's go ahead and jump over to our Sagittarius who are business owners and entrepreneurs. All right. So for our Sagittarius folks who are business owners and entrepreneurs, what does that look like for February 2026? One more shuffle here. Okay. The vibe is innovation. I've had this coming out quite a bit in the other readings. You might check your other placements, but the innovation is you just need to come up with new strategies to keep your plans in motion here. If you're a business owner, you're an entrepreneur, it sounds like maybe, go to an event, do some networking, make sure you're reading the literature on your industry so that you're staying relevant here. Bottom of the deck, I have flashback. People from your past may return. You may work with a previous coworker or, someone here circling the block. Either a client may give you a second chance, maybe you're giving a client a second chance, or you're looking at maybe a partnership to help you advance in your business here. So let's take a look. Let's see, what can you expect in February 2026 for our Sagittarius entrepreneurs, business owners? Gaia. Okay, so trust the universe has a bigger plan for you. And the plan is bigger than you can imagine, guys. When I see this tree, I think about planting a seed and watching it grow, growing into this massive abundance. Okay. This also could be your trigger to spend some time in nature, to heal, soothe your mind, and regroup. Maybe you need to recharge here. Maybe you've gone through some loss, like loss at the bottom of the deck. Maybe you've gone through some major phases. You've experienced some loss, maybe financial loss here, or maybe you've lost someone within your company that you felt was indispensable, right? But yeah, I'm seeing the need to just trust the bigger picture here. Take some time to recharge. And if you've experienced some loss recently, I do see that kind of wrapping up for you. If you can leave that behind. The major energy for Saggies were learn a new skill. So maybe you need to learn a new skill too. Maybe there's something that you need to invest in. Let's see, what advice can I get you for February 2026? Professional growth. Yeah, okay. Focus on continuous growth in your career. Seek feedback, embrace challenges, and pursue opportunities that align with your long-term goals here. I am seeing career advancement, money management, work-life balance here, time management. So, being a business owner can be very taxing on a person. Sometimes you have to reach out for help. You need some advice from someone else, but definitely not working yourself into the ground, right? But you're definitely building some job security here for yourself in February 2026. All right, so let's move on to our retirees, our Sagittarius retirees, and see what they're doing in their retirement phase of life here. All right, what is our Sagittarius retiree vibe for February 2026? Make it work. Okay. You have all the tools you need to succeed in retirement, but you just have to put in the effort here. So you just need to me, this is just kind of building a plan, finding your passions. Obviously, take a rest, take a vacation, whatever you need to do. But what does the next part of your life look like? Okay. Expression here. I have expression on the bottom of the deck. Writing, blogging. Maybe you're doing something that's not necessarily work, but you're finding a new passion here. Okay. So I do like that for you. What might you expect in February 2026 for our Sagittarius retirees? Student. Okay. Learn a new skill. Okay. Come on, guys. So you might be a student. Maybe you're learning to manage your money in retirement as you go through this transition. Maybe you're hiring a financial advisor. Maybe you're pursuing some higher education, or going to work for a school district to volunteer, possibly to help students. Maybe you're going to be a mentor to a mentee. But I do see some, either you learning a new skill or maybe you teaching someone a new skill here. Bottom of the deck, I have money manager. So maybe you're in operations or you're in some kind of money management field, banking, accounting. Maybe in retirement, you're looking at teaching, teaching others. Okay. Let's see. What advice can I get you for February 2026 for those of our Sagittarius who are retired? I have financial goals. Yep. More setting financial goals, achieving your goals, having a budget, just preparing for the future. Okay. That's what I have for you, Sagittarius. Please like, subscribe to the video. Talk to me in the comments. If you need something personal, a personal reading, I do offer those. You can hit me up at my email on my YouTube page. Next, we are going to jump over to our Capricorn tribe. So Capricorn, your overall career and money, February 2026, for the overall theme, I have the elephant in the room. Okay, I do like a good elephant in the room, guys. So there might be something that you need to address, maybe something you're avoiding, maybe a change, maybe behavior habits that you need to change. I had a card fall out on the table. Time to put your demands on the table and get serious about what you want. Ask for a raise, a promotion, or a step up. Okay, so interesting. All right, let's start with those of you who are unemployed or seeking employment. If you're unemployed, Capricorn, and you are seeking employment, what does that look like for 2026? February 2026, I see movement. You're making good progress now, and you'll be able to overcome any obstacles in your path. Big leaps forwards are possible. Bottom of the deck, I have connections, okay? So make sure that you are building bridges between people. Reach out to those who can help you, relationships you can leverage, who can get you into your next opportunity, okay? And I do also have outside forces. So unknown figures are driving the situation. You may not be able to control the outcome. The cycle will soon shift and you will be okay. All right. So let me see. Let's pull, what can you expect in February of 2026 for your money and career? For our Capricorns who are seeking employment, doors are unlocking for you. You're going to see some progress. Obstacles may appear. If an obstacle does appear, you may be steering off course. So just make sure you are, flow. What I want to say is, water flows at the least resistance, right? So if you're traveling down and you hit an obstacle, maybe, you're steering off. Okay. So the door should be unlocking for you right now. Okay. What other advice can I get you for February 2026 for the Capricorns who are seeking employment? Mindful spending. Yeah, watch your pennies. Okay. Don't be overspending. You might need to cut out those 7 streaming subscriptions you have, or, those kind of things. Just make sure you're making mindful money decisions here. And I want to pull one timing card for those of you who are seeking employment in February 2026, that you are absolutely unemployed and you need to find a job. Let's get you a card here. Your choice. You're running the show. You get to decide. Then I have Pisces time, so February 19th through March 20th. So that's coming up pretty quickly. That will be in February. So excellent. I love that for you. All right. So if you need a personal reading, you can email me. Happy to dig in a little deeper on a personal level if that's what you're looking for. And we are going to move to our Capricorn 9 to 5ers. All right, for our Capricorns 9 to 5, what does your February 2026 vibe look like? I have 2 cards here. We have good luck. Okay, I like that. Perspective. Okay, so your fortune is improving in February 2026. You are getting a lucky break coming up. We have perspective. So if you change the way you look at things, you could see everything in a brand new light that will help you get where you want to be. Okay. So you might have to release some things that aren't serving you. Maybe let go of some old behaviors possibly that aren't really guiding your career and money. Let's see what else we can see. What can we expect in February 2026 that we might need to change our perspective on here? Science. Okay, keep an open mind. Okay, so this is more about the perspective. Keep an open mind. Something is unfolding just for you. This could be you exploring, maybe you are in the science field, like a chemist, a forensic, biochemist, some similar fields, but apply scientific methods to solve your business or financial problems in February. I want to pull one more here. I feel like science is very spirituality. Okay. Use memory magic spells to attract wealth and prosperity, if that's your thing. I don't do spell work or anything like that, but right now you're being led to discover your unique spiritual journey. So you might just need to dig a little deeper, get grounded, spend some time with yourself, manifest. You could be writing down, setting your intentions of what it is that you are looking for. Okay, let's see. What else can I tell you? Or what advice can I get you for February 2026? Savings plan. Okay. Create a robust savings plan. Set specific goals to pad your bank accounts. You always want to be prepared for anything that might come up. And you might be looking for financial freedom. I mean, who isn't, right? Strive for financial freedom, increase your income, reduce unnecessary expenses, invest wisely here. You might need to take a financial literacy class in February 2026, but definitely wealth visualization here, income goals for you in February 2026. All right, so let's move on to our Capricorn entrepreneurs, those who own your own business. What does that look like? Maybe those who want to stay, who are considering opening a business or going out on their own. What does their vibe look like for February 2026? Let's one more shuffle here. Okay, I've got opportunity. Okay, so you do have an opportunity. Doors are opening for you. You have the chance to change. If you are someone, this is funny because it says start a business. If you are someone who is employed for someone else and thinking about starting your own business, this is your green light. Okay. The overall theme we had was elephant in the room here. So I think this is, invest in that new venture, just do it. And if you are already starting a business, I do think that, bottom of the deck, I have courage. Don't be afraid to go get what you want. Overcome what's holding you back here. There are opportunities for you. So let's see, what might February 2026 bring for you? For those who have their own business or are starting a business or self-employed. Leadership. Okay. So you're definitely taking the role of stepping into this leadership position. So if fear is holding you back, just be mindful. Everything you need, you have. Once you accept that and step into your power, your career will soar. When I see this card, I think about business relationships and building good business relationships. Bottom of the deck, I have Gaia. So, everything is unfolding like it should. So, and this also could trigger you to just spend some time in nature, soothe your mind, regroup. Okay. Recharge because you're about to be very busy. What advice can I give our Capricorn entrepreneurs for February 2026? Financial health. Okay. So just be mindful, monitor and improve your financial health, regularly review your credit score, manage your debt responsibly, plan for the future, right? We've got continuous learning, debt management, skill development, career passion here. So just being financial literate here is going to help you, obviously, as a business owner. So that's what I have for you, Capricorn, for February 2026. I see lots of possibilities unfolding for you. I see a positive month for you. If you like a personal reading, subscribe, hit me up on my email. It's in my YouTube channel. But we are going to move on to Aquarius for February 2026. All right. So Aquarius, this is your money and career reading for February 2026. For your main energy, I have energy saving mode. So I feel like some of you are going to kind of be a hermit this month. Maybe you're taking a vacation. Maybe you're recharging. You're regrouping your thoughts so that you can just recharge, get back in a mental state that you need to be in. So first of all, let's take a look at those who are unemployed. If you are unemployed or seeking employment, what does that vibe look like for February? Okay, I have trapped. You're feeling trapped? You feel stuck in your current situation? Maybe you haven't seen the progress you wanted in your job search, but you do have options, okay? So look for a job. If you are currently employed, look for another job while you're in this one. And if you're unemployed, it might just be seeking different avenues to look for a job. I have education here. You may need to take a class or do some research to find a better position. Bottom of the deck, I have connections. So this is all about networking, leveraging your relationships, not who you know, or not what you know, but who you know. You might need a hand out here. We also have gesture. So to me, that's just like, reaching out. You may need to ask someone for help here if you're searching for a job in February. All right. So what might you expect in February 2026 if you're seeking a job here? Unfulfilled. Okay. Yeah. I feel like this is a rough month for you. February may be a rough month for you, Aquarius, as you're seeking job here. Let me see if I got one more here to clarify this unfulfilled. Okay, labor. This labor card says your hard work is going to pay off. So just keep at it. Something's coming for you. Okay. Yeah, unhappy with income, afraid to make changes here. Okay. What advice can I give you for February 2026? What financial advice can I give you? Debt reduction. Focus on reducing your debt. Use strategies like snowball or avalanche method. And that's, focusing on what can you pay down so that you can continue to reduce debt. Continuous learning, debt management. Okay. A lot of financial literacy here for you in February 2026, Aquarius. All right, we're going to move on to our 9-to-5ers, our Aquarius people who are currently working for someone else. Okay, so for our Aquarius 9-to-5ers, your overall theme is energy saving modes. Your February 2026. Oh, we have a lot here. I don't know if all these are supposed to. So I have flashback. So someone from your past may be returning. You may want to work with someone you previously worked with or a coworker, or you're going back to an old job, maybe getting a second chance here. I do see that you have other options or other choices, many other. You might be looking around for something else here, but you do have the tools to make it work. You have the tools that you need to succeed. This is kind of your magician card in the tarot, right? You have everything that you need to excel. You just need to take action towards what it is that you are truly looking for here. Let's see, what can you expect in February 2026 for those Aquarius folks who are working a 9-to-5? Parenthood. Okay, healing your inner child could unlock the path to financial abundance for you. Okay, that's an interesting concept. Maybe you have some shadows or you have some behaviors that you need to work on. If you are serious about doing that, I can help you with that. Shoot me an email and we can talk more about that. But remember to nurture yourself as you work towards your goals here. Okay, you might have to give yourself some grace. Let's pull another one. I have health. Okay, so again, more healing here. So some situations requiring resolution will be resolved or healed. It's time to replenish your energy, fully recharge for what's next for you. Okay, I do like that. Bottom of the deck, I have take action. So you're being encouraged to take inspired action here. Work smart. Okay, awesome. All right, let's see. What other advice can I give you for February 2026? I got 2 cards here. Career fulfillment. Okay, so pursue a career that aligns with your passion. Maybe it's time for you to seek something else, something that you're more passionate about, something that gives you personal satisfaction. And then I have personal development. You may need to invest in your personal development, like pursue activities to enhance your skills, your knowledge, your well-being to achieve your overall success. So I see a lot of energy saving mode, but I see a lot of you focusing on you healing you leaning towards your desires here in February 2026. All right. I love that. Okay. So let's move on to our Aquarius entrepreneurs for February 2026. So if you are an Aquarius and you are an entrepreneur, a business owner, you work for yourself, what does that vibe look like for you in February? I have 2 cards here. Manifesting and opportunities. Okay. So you might be manifesting some opportunities. You may be setting intentions about what it is that you're looking for, taking inspired actions to make that happen. But I do see doors opening up for you in February. So bottom of the deck, I have locked. What you want may be out of reach here. But I kind of feel like this is, I feel like it says your new place offers job security here. So I do think this is positive. There's real passion at the bottom of the deck. So I think it's something that you're really going to enjoy. And we have direction and authority. So I think you're going to step up into a position that really aligns with the direction that you're wanting to go in here for February 2026. And you're a business owner here. So this could just be, aligning with a vision, a long-term vision, a business strategy. Maybe this is, bringing on a partner, but there's opportunities here. There's opportunities to grow the business here. Yeah. Choose peaceful solutions if you can. I have teacher. So you have the ability to inspire others to unlock their true potential. Okay. So we do. It's funny because we have the locked here. So maybe you're a mentor and you're providing to a mentee here. You have the ability to teach others. I see here you've learned much about money, and now it's time to put that into practice. Okay, let's see. Let's get one more here. Peacemaker. Okay, that's funny because I had peaceful solutions over here, right? Make peaceful solutions if you can. You're being urged to apply diplomacy and tact in a difficult situation here. So adopt a win-win attitude when negotiating business deals. Okay, so sometimes you are coming to the table for alignment, not necessarily to produce an outcome at the time, but definitely consider, consider like diplomacy and, being tactful, right? At the bottom of the deck, I see someone is returning from your past, gossip. So maybe there's an obstacle coming and it's telling you to just, make it peaceful, be peaceful, because I see a lot of peaceful, a lot of harmony, graceful solutions here. So you might have some opposition from someone in your past coming back. It says money could be coming your way from something you did in the past as well. So that could be an option as well. But that's what I see for you, Aquarius, in February 2026. If you are a business owner or an entrepreneur, you work for yourself. Next, we're going to move over to our Aquarius retirees, for those who are either in retirement or moving their way towards retirement. Again, our general energy for Aquarius for February 2026 is energy saving mode. So what is the vibe for our retirees for February 2026? I have the future. Okay, so you're planning ahead. You're looking ahead while still living in the present, but you are supported here. Things are headed in your favor. Let's see, what can you expect in February 2026 for our retirees? Okay, I had a lot of, I'm not going to take all these. I have planner. Okay, we've got manifesting. We've got a windfall. You might have been in retail here. You might have been in e-commerce, conference, some kind of goods and services. But here at the bottom, it says save time, energy, and create passive income by moving your business online. It takes me back to this energy saving mode. You're finding ways to offer yourself just in a different way. Okay. I'm trying to think of what I want to say here, but it's like you're trying to save your energy. You're trying to work smarter, not harder. That's what I'm trying to say. You're trying to work smarter, not harder. You're planning ahead. Maybe you were an entrepreneur, or maybe you have some kind of side gig that you are trying to work smarter, not harder, to have residual income here. You're manifesting opportunities to arise for you here. We have windfall. So you could be about to receive a financial windfall. Your finances might shift in a positive cycle here. But definitely, if you have the availability to celebrate a small win here, I would definitely suggest that. Let's see. Let me see if I can get one financial advice for you for February 2026 for our Aquarius retirees. Entrepreneur spirit. Yeah. So this is really following a theme. Aquarius, are you ready to retire? You don't want to. You want to keep, are you focused on making that money management? Are you focused on making that money even when you're in retirement so that you've got some steady income coming in? That's kind of what I'm feeling like for you. I feel like, and I do love an Aquarius. My dad is an Aquarius sun sign. And he, even in 15 years in retirement, he still managed his money very tightly, looking for opportunities, very smart, financial goal setting. Okay, so do love that. So that's what I have for our Aquarius folks who are heading into retirement or maybe in retirement here. I see that Air sign strategy, still thinking intellectually, right? Okay. All right. So if you need a personal reading, hit me up. My email is on my YouTube channel. Please like, subscribe the video, talk to me in the comments. I love seeing the comments. And we're going to move on to Pisces. So overall energy for our Pisces folks is trust what you feel, even if you don't see it yet. Okay. So Aquarius, for those who are seeking employment, looking to job change, or are unemployed, what is their vibe for February 2026? I've got two cards here. Roll the dice. Okay, take time to put yourself out there. So Pisces, maybe you're needing to work on your networking, leveraging your relationships. You know, it's not what you know, it's who you know nowadays, right? To get that job. So it's time to take a risk. Bet on yourself here. Step into the spotlight, right? And rewards. I think if you do that, you take this advice, you're going to cash in on that work, okay? For those of you who are seeking employment, but you're currently employed with someone, maybe you're going to be counter offered with a raise or a bonus or some kind of incentive to stay with the company. So that's kind of what I'm seeing for you all. Again, connections at the bottom of the deck. Networking is so important. Cultivating relationships, guys. So important. All right, let's see. What might you expect in February 2026 for our Pisces folks who are job seeking or unemployed? Let's see what we've got here. Unfulfilled. Okay, yeah. I mean, for those of you, you might, if you are currently working, you might be unfulfilled with the job that you're doing. You might be unhappy with your income for whatever reason. You're just not happy in this place. If you are seeking a job, you're unemployed. Maybe you're not getting what it is. You know, it's not coming fast enough. You're not finding a position fast enough for you. I have the office. Okay, so delegating more tasks can significantly boost your earnings. Think about roles. If you're unemployed, think about roles as a secretary, an assistant, office manager, other office jobs possibly. Think of the greater good, not just yourself, to achieve a better outcome here. And then I also have, if you are unemployed, move in silence. Keep your thoughts to yourself. Silence can be a powerful tool for increasing your personal power here. Okay, so sharing too much too soon can be risky for you. What advice can I get you for February 2026? Okay, positive workplace. That might be the problem. You might be having opposition in your workplace and you would rather just cultivate a better environment around you. But, you know, build strong relationships with your colleagues, communicate openly, and contribute to a supportive and collaborative atmosphere at your work to create job satisfaction. Yep, following behind here. So you're looking for a positive workspace where you can be collaborative and have job satisfaction, job security here. Again, network powering, I think, is going to be your key to finding that location, that perfect fit for you. All right. So if you need a personal reading, please hit me up on my email, on my YouTube channel. Like, subscribe this video if this is where we part ways. And let's move on to our Pisces folks who are working the 9 to 5. Those Pisces folks who are working for someone else, and what is their current vibe in 2026? Our general vibe is trust what you feel, even if you don't see it yet. We have money matters. So money matters a lot now. Watch your expenses and save up for the future. You need to be prepared for the unexpected. Okay, I don't love that. What is the unexpected? Can we get one more clarifier on the vibe for our Pisces folks working the 9 to 5? I feel like this is more than one. Okay, taking steps. Action is key to getting where you need to go. You can't wait around. Take steps and directions to get unstuck. Okay, and then we have guidance. Divine forces are showing you the way. You're discovering another piece of your destiny and your purpose in life. I have at the bottom of the deck, roll the dice. Bet on yourself, guys. Okay, so let's see. What can you expect in February 2026 for our Pisces 9 to 5ers, our people who are employed by someone else? Windfall. Okay. So you're about to receive a financial windfall. Maybe you're getting a raise, an incentive, a bonus. Your finances are shifting into a positive cycle for you, though. So it's a perfect time, you know, guys, if you can celebrate a small win, you know, make a purchase for yourself. Maybe that's going out to dinner or whatever. I don't know. Celebrate your wins though, for sure. You're making progress. It might be slow here. But remember, slow and steady work leads to sustainable success for you. So definitely stop putting things off till later too. If you're a procrastinator, this might be your time to act. So let's see, what advice can I get you for your financial well-being here? Money and career for February 2026. It wants to give me 3 cards. Innovative thinking. So cultivate innovative thinking, embrace creativity, goal setting. Be sure to set clear financial goals and retirement planning. So think ahead. If you want a comfortable retirement, you need to, estimate your future needs and adjust your saving strategies. Okay. I cannot say that enough. Financial health at the bottom of the deck. With inflation, guys, it's going to be so much to retire for those of us who don't retire for another, 20 years. You know what I mean? Okay, so for my Pisces business owners, entrepreneurs, those who work for themselves, what is their vibe in February 2026? What is their vibe for February 2026? Progress. Okay, great. So you might have had a slow and steady start. You've, had some setbacks possibly, but stay on course, okay? At least a couple more months because you're about to see a change here. I see offerings at the bottom of the deck here. So there's some investment opportunities, expression, like maybe you need to, maybe there's an opportunity for just expression here, blogging. I don't know what kind of business you're in or what kind of path you're taking here, but maybe just career communications. Maybe you need a new landing page. Maybe you need a facelift. Maybe you need a branding. If you've been in business for a while, maybe you need a new brand. You need to do a facelift on your business, right? Bottom of the deck, I have make it work. So you have all the tools you need to succeed, but you have to put in the effort. Okay. Let's see. As far as what can you expect in February 2026 for our Pisces entrepreneurs, what can they expect in February 2026? Designer. Okay, some of you might be designers. You might be in fashion, art, might have some kind of artistic endeavor, or that could be something that's perfect for you if you're trying to think about a new business idea, but you're being called to embrace your individuality here. Find ways to express yourself in your business. Think creativity about your finances too. Okay. It might be time to uncover a new talent for you, but I do see growth with this creativity, right? If you embrace this individuality, you embrace this creativity, I see growth. Expect a good flow of money, raises, and you're only delaying your growth, holding back, staying in your old patterns, right? Planner at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So take stock of your finances and identify what needs to change here. Okay. So we just got some confirmation for you there. Something might be holding you back. Let's see. What other advice can I get you for February 2026? Efficient work habits. Okay. So this thing that's holding you back, it might be your work habits. Develop efficient work habits, set clear priorities, use productive techniques. Maybe you need to clean your space at work. Maybe it's so cluttered. There's statistics on having a clean space and a clean mind will make you more productive in your settings, right? Financial goal settings. Okay. So define your objectives, create a plan. Maybe your current strategies are messy. Okay. Have an abundance mindset, be positive. So that's what I got for you, business owners, for Pisces for February 2026. We're going to move on to our Pisces retirees now and see what their February looks like here. Let's see. Okay, so our Pisces retirees, what is the vibe for February 2026 for those who are either looking to retire or are retired? I have beginnings. I have 2 cards. I have beginnings and I have passage. Okay. So I think a lot of you, this is a new beginning for you. Like you're transitioning into those. I think those that are watching this video, many of you are in where you're taking this passage. This is your current situation and you're ending your work cycle and you're making uncertain voyages to a new world here. So this is telling you to enjoy the discoveries as you go. Okay. Enjoy the transition and find purpose and passion in your life here. I have the card relationships. So, definitely stay synced, make choices, keep those relationships. This might just, okay. So even in retirement, guys, relationships are very important. I've said this a couple of times, but if you are going into retirement, try not to isolate yourself. Human engagement, human touch, human conversations still outweigh social media, AI bots, artificial intelligence type of relationships. Make sure you are staying connected to the world, because we statistically see those people who isolate themselves in retirement start declining mentally. We see Alzheimer's, dementia, things like that. There's studies out there, guys. This is, I'm not trying to preach to anyone here or give you a scientific lesson, but just, stay connected with the real world over artificial intelligence if you can. Get outside. I like these two are walking on the beach here. Walking outside, stay grounded. Okay. What else might you expect for 2026? Laborer. Okay. So this year you're headed towards retirement, but this card says your work will pay off soon. So keep going. Okay. Your hard work, you're going to get the fruits of your labor here. You're very close. You're almost there to retirement for those of you who are heading that way. Maybe you are in construction. Maybe you were in maintenance, maybe you're in labor of some sort, okay? But your hard work is paying off. Writer, words are powerful. Use them to manifest your abundance here. Maybe in retirement, you want to be a blogger, a content writer, a book author, a creative writer, some sort of influencer, right? Maybe you're going to use all that experience and wisdom you have to teach others, or have influence upon the new generation, right? Your words have the power to influence others, and you should share your gifts with the world, is what this card is telling you. Okay, what else might you need to know, or what advice can I give you for February 2026? Goal setting. Yep. Set clear financial goals. Even in retirement, you've got to track your expenses, and you're making a lifestyle change, and you have to prepare for that change, right? Income goals. So I really see this as this income goals is just, making sure that you've planned ahead. None of us know how long retirement is, but we want to have successful retirement, right? So, just make sure you're planning ahead. That's all I'm saying. Make sure you're planning ahead. Make sure that you can thrive and survive, right? I see a lot of wealth visualization, saving plans, personal branding for you guys, for even in your retirees. So Pisces, I don't know if you're trying to not retire, if you're trying to still stay in the income game. For some of you, this could be some of you. Some of you are still trying to make some career moves in retirement, something on the side, on the down low, maybe. All right, well, that's what I got for you. If you need a personal reading, hit the like button, subscribe, talk to me in the comments. My email is in my YouTube page, and I will see you guys in the next reading. Ciao.